Hi everybody, we're moving into week 3 of the high school football season. This week, the biggest game on the docket in the Nick 10 will happen in Rockton. Harlem will take on Hononegah. Both teams are 2-0. Harlem has exploded out of the gates this season. The Huskies have pulled off big play after big play thanks to talents like Jackson Cook, LeBron McClellan, Dwayne Broom, and their outstanding sophomore quarterback Braxton Fawcett. The Huskies outscored Belvedere and Auburn 58-9, but the competition gets stiffer this week with Hononegah. The Indians have knocked off Auburn and Jefferson so far this season. Their defense has been making big plays, 10 sacks so far and 3 interceptions. Tim Bailey will be camped out at that game all night long at Kelsey Field. We will get his reaction to what happens between the Huskies and the Indians on overtime. There will be 3 other Nick 10 games Friday night: Belvedere at Freeport, Auburn at Guilford, and East at Belvedere North. In the Big Northern Conference, the Byron Tigers cleared a big hurdle last week when they beat Dixon. This week they will host 2-0 Oregon. The Hawks definitely have the talent to be a playoff team once again this season. They got a road win under their belt at GK in week 1. Last week they took it to Rockford Lutheran at home. The Tigers, they're 2-0, and they've been making big plays in all 3 phases of the game. The other Big Northern games this week are Lutheran at Stillman Valley, Rock Falls at Dixon, Genoa Kingston at Winnebago, and North Boone at Peru St. Bede. In the NUIC, these are the 4 conference games that will play out. Dakota at Stockton. The Blackhawks, of course, coming off that impressive week last Friday at Leno Winslow. Fulton plays at Forreston. Galena at APC. They're both 2-0. And Morrison against Dupac at Durand. Leno Winslow steps out of the conference this week for a very interesting matchup in Rochelle. The Panthers will try to rebound from their loss to Stockton. And they have some key guys banged up, and against a bigger school as talented as Rochelle is, that could be a problem. The Hubs are off to a 2-0 start, and like Leno Winslow, they have some big-time playmakers. So no matter what happens in this one, give credit to both schools for agreeing to this game. They could have scheduled cupcakes for their non-conference games. Nope, they want to be tested, and they will be. Also Friday, Muhammad Seymour will play at Sycamore. Canelan will take on DeKalb. Marengo will be at home against Woodstock North, and Harvard will be home facing Woodstock. In 8-man football, Alden Hebron will play at Hiawatha, Westminster Christian at Christian Life, Milledgeville at AFC, Polo at West Carroll. Also in 8-man, Orangeville will play at River Ridge, Amboy will host Bushnell Prairie City, and South Beloit will take on Abundant Life St. Ambrose. In our Spotlight segment on Overtime Friday, I'll introduce you to a man who suited up for the East E-Rabs way back in the early 1940s. He's also a World War II veteran. He is 103-year-old Eugene Kleindl. Catch Overtime Friday night on Fox 39. The start time a little later this week. Fox Network has an 8 o'clock college football game between Kansas State and Arizona. So Overtime will start around 11:30 Friday night. It will also be available on our digital platforms. I'll see you Friday.